welcome to another Failmap tutorial. My name is Elger and I'm going to answer the question how to add another country to the map. There are two things that you have to know. First, this data is imported from OpenStreetMaps and they use a concept called administrative regions. These are types of bureaucracy. For example, in the Netherlands you will see municipalities, provinces, and the government. The government is actually a separate thing that we're going to cover in another video, but for this video we'll look at municipalities and provinces. Both have another administrative number. The second part is we can configure this menu, the order, and what things to show, and what's the first thing you will see when you load up the website. So regions from OpenStreetMaps and map configurations. We're going to go to the admin website, and here there's a configuration menu item, and in this configuration you will see the two things I've talked about, import regions and map configurations. We need to go to the import regions, and there we can select a country and its bureaucratic layer. So for example, if you go to the country France, hey, there's nothing. That's weird. That happens. We're going to improvise. We're going to add a new administrative region. And you will see the country. You can click and have France. And you want to have an organization type, for example, municipalities. There's a set of organization types which you can choose. And now is the difficult part, that's the admin level or the administrative region number. And this is a part of OpenStreetMaps. And there's a small link over here which goes to the OpenStreetMaps wiki and shows you a list of all countries that they have layers from. I've opened this page already here, and if we go to France, here you will see the first column. Actually, this is really ordered really neatly. So it starts with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it goes up to 10. But there are some countries that go up to 11. But France goes up to 10. So let's start with regions, régions. That's number 4. Let's add this to the layers. Number 4, this is a region. Okay, we don't have regions. Well, we're going to add an organization type in this case. That is hidden under organization types. Here we go. Just wait a while. Add organization type. A region. Now we can add the administrative region, refresh the page. We're going to add for France, there we go, region, that's number 4. Make sure that's correct. Yes. So this is a tedious process, and that's why there are already hundreds and hundreds of administrative regions in there. But some of them are missing, and some of them might change over time. So this is what you can add. You can ignore these fields, and there's also a resampling resolution. This resamples the data that you download from OpenStreetMaps. So OpenStreetMaps is very detailed, and you download map information up to the centimeter. But that's too much data to download when you just visit the website. So you need, instead of 50 megabytes, you need to sample it down to, I don't know, 300 or 400 kilobytes. And that's what the resampling resolution does. So if the data set is too large after importing, you can up the resampling resolution. This is about 1 meter, so you can make it up to, I think, per 100 meters or per kilometer or something like that. And the bigger the number, the less data is stored. And if you make the number too big, you will only see blocks instead of things that look like regions or provinces or anything else. So the default is pretty fine. It might be too large in some cases, so you know what this number means. So let's add the regions and go from there. So now we have a region and we want to import this on the map. And the only thing we need to do is make sure that we have coffee and that we drink a lot of coffee after hitting this button. You only need to click it once, you will get a nice message, and then you will see that there's an import start date which will be changed, and after it's done, the import flag will be set, and you will see the regions from France in your map configuration. If something goes wrong, you will see this import message change. For example, if OpenStreetMap does not have regions for France for some reason, then you will see this message. So I'm ready to click the magic button and get a lot of coffee. 3, 2, 1, go. Behind the scenes, during import, we can see now that there's an import start date here. Meanwhile, we'll see that the number of organizations on the map will increase. So we can look at the organizations list. And here you see that the first 2 organizations from France have already been imported. So that's very nice. Also, we can look at URLs. We will see some URLs from these organizations being determined. And the nice thing about that is if you have 1 or 2 URLs, Failmap will find the rest. There are a number of tricks that Failmap uses to find even more URLs from these organizations. And it will find hundreds, if not thousands of URLs for you. So you don't have to type anything by hand. And usually there's a very small set of organizations that don't have a URL listed. Also, more coordinates. These are the resampled regions from France. We can look at one of them. This is stored in GeoJSON and it's not rendered here. Unfortunately, it only renders dots for some reason. But here you see a set of coordinates. So from this point to this point to this point, etc., etc. So it's a lot of stuff. So that's the import regions. There's another feature on this page, and that's update region. So, for example, we've imported the regions from France. Every year there might be small changes. Some villages move from one region to the other region, or regions merge, which also happens. We can update that information by simply clicking the update button. That's importing and updating region. And now I'm going to wait a bit and we will see after the region is imported that something has been added to this list. Alright, that was a very, very big cup of coffee. Here are the administrative regions that we just talked about, and the import has finished, as you can see here. And we can now go to the map configuration, and here you will see that there is a new thing below France. These are the regions, and it is not displayed. It is not the default option. It is not scanned, but it is reported. And we can change all of these settings with the buttons below. With, for example, we can say it is displayed, so then it's displayed on the map. We can allow scanning, we can allow reporting, we can set it as default. We can even reorder a few things. You have to select multiple things and it will reorder them. You can also move things up and down. You can also import and export, but we've seen the admin features previously. So we currently want to display this the set of regions on the map. So we click display, and the only thing that we have to do now is go to the example website and then reload the page, and here we go. France has been added, and let's click France. So this is France. It has some overseas territories: Martinique, Guadeloupe, You can choose to remove those if you want, because the map is a bit strange like this, or not, or maybe you can transfer them to a separate layer. So the map looks a little bit better. It's currently not possible to show a map within a map for these separate regions, unfortunately. Because I'm in debugging modes, I can also load the tiles, so you can see that it is actually France. So, hooray, we've imported another country. Normally scans happen automatically. In this case, we have not enabled them yet, so it will not be scanned. If you want to enable scanning for France, regions of France, then we can go to this map configuration and to select region and click on allow scanning. Then scans will happen automatically. If this is not enabled, it will not be scanned, not automatically, not manually. So you have to set this to be scanned. How scanners work and how you can trigger new scanners is discussed in another video. I hope this video explained enough to get you started importing your own country and to start scanning it. Thank you very much. My name is Elger and I'm seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.